Hello, my name is Scott and today I'm going to give you a lesson or a tutorial on the piece Dark Eyes. It's a traditional piece. Yeah, this is from an old grade 3 Trinity syllabus collection of pieces. Obviously the book is obsolete, so you can't do it for the actual exam, but if you're in the UK and you're doing GCSE music and playing the guitar and this kind of guitar, then this might suffice as a piece to play for your practical part of the actual GCSE assessment. Okay, so that'll be the focus of today. Yeah, let's find out the tempo of this piece on the metronome. It's moderato, that's the indication at the beginning of the piece. I'm assuming you have the music. The tempo is 1/16. So let's just set this old-fashioned metronome at 1/16. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So that's your tempo. I was actually playing it a little bit quicker, and I guess the reason was so I could actually join the melody line together a bit more kind of seamlessly, more smoothly, but we'll come on to that later on. So that's your tempo. So not too fast, not too slow really. Just a couple of things. Just watch out for the melody line. So the melody line is the top part of the score with the actual the note stems are going upwards. So that's your kind of the tune, you could say, or the melody. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's kind of singing over the top. So underneath we have the actual accompaniment, the chords. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Etc, etc. Okay, so just bass notes on the first beat of each bar, followed on the second beat by a chord which is sustained for the next two beats. Yeah, try and follow the fingering that you have on the page. So the first chord, first note, main note of the melody, the second finger, first fret on that F natural, and in order to keep that E major chord underneath, you need to use your first finger. Okay, those D sharps you can play with your third finger, or if you wanted to, you can actually anticipate them more so with the pinky. Yeah. So even when you're playing that note, you're already anticipating the next note. So it keeps the melody nice and smooth and connected together. Same with the next part of the melody. Again, you've got that second finger down, which leaves your third and first finger for that A minor chord. Alright, then we're moving up to the 5th fret here. We're not actually moving to 5th position just yet, we're just moving up to the 5th fret, yeah. So this is the other E7 chord here. Don't forget to keep these chords down, don't take them off. Please don't take them off, try and keep them down. Alright. So yeah. So you ended up with the 3rd finger on the G sharp. Why not move it up to into the next bar, to that B from here? Yeah, so just keeping the finger on the same string keeps keeps the melody nice and smooth and connected. Yeah, now we're into the fifth position. Little half barre there, as it is shown in the score. Half C5, a half barre. Yeah. Keep that there because you're moving on to the pinky, little finger, and then back again. Notice, this is a good thing to aid with memory as well, is if you go back to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th bar, that E7 chord, same as what we had with the leaning on that E7 chord. Same idea here. So leaning on this chord here, which is kind of centered around D minor. So moving up, yeah, the only thing you need to think about there is the fact that you're moving that pinky. Just be careful to have the thumb behind the neck. Then 3rd and 4th. And then we're back to where we are, really. One thing to add to that yet. So we've talked a lot about the left hand. What about the right hand? What I'm doing, I'm kind of bringing out the melody notes with a rest stroke. So, you know, rest in plucking the notes, but pushing through the string to come to rest on the adjacent string above it. Gives a fuller kind of sound because you're getting a bit more kind of flesh onto the string. Just activating more of the sound, really. I mean, I could play it tirando with a free stroke. Which is possible, but not quite as, doesn't make the melody kind of come through as prominently. Yeah, so I'd go with the rest stroke on those melody notes. You know, the tune with the stalks going up. Right, okay, let's have a look at the second half of the piece. Okay, so second half of the piece is almost the same as the first half, except that the rhythm is slightly modified. In that we have a dotted crotchet on the first beat instead of a yeah, it just means that that note lasts for longer, and it actually creates a slightly busier melody. Yeah, so what we had first of all was the yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Second half, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. Yes, a slightly busier melody. 1, 2 and 3. That's it, really. That's all the way through to almost towards the end of the piece. Same fingering, same chord underneath, until we get to the last 3 bars. Third bar from the end. On the last beat, we have an added a little bit of an ornamentation, a little pull off there. You could play it as a quaver, or maybe a little bit more kind of snappier. I think I prefer just a quaver, really. Yeah. And then you have those two chords at the end, chord 5, E7 chord. Fingering is there, first on the G sharp and then fourth on the D. I'm to plant all those fingers down, thumb, index, middle, ring finger. And the same for the last chord, except you're dropping your thumb onto that A string. Alright, I mean you could play it as a barre. You might actually find that easier. As you're moving up, just flatten the finger. Alright, the only thing I would add to that really is there are dynamic markings in the piece. So as you're playing the piece, try and observe the markings, because that will get you a few extra marks. And it'll show your kind of musicality coming through as well. Yeah, so we're kind of starting off fairly quiet. Bit of a crescendo. And it's probably getting even louder at this point, forte. Diminishing here. Then, yeah, you'll notice in the second half, I forgot to mention that, poco più mosso, meaning with a bit more movement. So the second half moves a little bit more quickly than the first half. Don't be afraid to slow down at the end, just to kind of round it off nice and musically. Okay, so I hope those little ideas and tips help you with this piece, and if you play this piece as part of a concert or a practical element in a GCSE exam, then good luck, hope it goes well, and enjoy the piece. Thank you.